2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers,
we've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Ready, gentlemen?
Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role, and that night was about scoring.
Well, good collective team unity, everyone pitching in, so trying to win for one another. That's a good thing.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Durant. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's T in at 4 spot. Brent, you played for 14 seasons. What kind of off-season training did you do personally to keep in shape?
I had a great trainer in Southern California that I would go home to every year and work on different things. It was funny, Kevin, because as you get a little bit older, you can be a little more specific with how you train. You understand how you're going to be used, the type of minutes you're going to play, so it can be a little bit more specialized. I'm not sure if I could tell you this, but I surfed a lot in the off season.
Balance.
Core, right?
Core balance.
All right, Thank you. Check box.
Love, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, using some of that size and strength inside the gain advantage was Kevin Love that time.
Here's T, banked in off the glass. T's got his second bucket of the night.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And here's Cleveland. Sexton kicks to Osman. Cleveland moving the ball around. And there's the pass to Sexton. That's tipped. Pass to T. Back to Durant. On the wing, Irving. Russell passes to T. And he lays it straight in. T's got a 6.
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Sexton with it. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Love with the buckets.
And giving up a lot of inches, he was still, though, determined to make the play.
Yeah, this is the time you can use that word, tenacity. Some guys wouldn't even try that shot, but he goes in there undeterred.
He was all alone on that one.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Offensive rebound. It dropped for his third basket. There's just only one shot.
Yeah, how about the positioning there, Kevin? Just waiting on that side of the rim, knowing the ball was going to ricochet right to him.
And here's T. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Love dishes to Evans. Left side, Love. With the fadeaway. It's good. He's got 8.
I see him Love work that in-between area. He's got a great understanding of when it is that he's going to have the room to fire.
Durant the pass to T. Good. good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains
Boy, they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
the Cavaliers trail by 3. Down low. Here's Love. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. The Nets have got a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. He's covered by Johnson.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
And here are the Cavaliers now. To the inside. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Thompson.
Well, the D has to get better on guarding Evans. There, they contest it. But it doesn't bother him.
Sinica. He's covered by Thompson. Here's T. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alton.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk to Teron Lou for just a minute. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys they need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said we'll do a good job of finding soft spots in defense without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. Let's see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
As always, DA appreciate the good work. So, guys, they want to see their shoot percentage high up there immediately.
That doesn't mean you're just hoping a few guys get hot. It means a commitment to finding good shots.
They're very driven offensively as a team, so you won't have to worry about guys getting too lazy out there. They're just going to keep working and finding those open opportunities.
Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. He lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to kind of gone away.
But that's their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from T. Here's Sexton looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Love. Shoots. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. It's at 86%.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Sexton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Here's Nwaba. He's guarded by Russell. Nwaba takes the dead. Here's Sexton. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game.
Just a creative ball handler. Sexton does a really good job with his change of speeds and direction, keeping the defender off balance.
And there's the basket. Good from T. T's got 20.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Getting it inside. Defended by Butler. Another shot. Got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. Love. And off the fire. And in it goes. Love's got 14.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally, and then building upon this lead for his team.
The shots go from T.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Either one can pull away.
Now, here's Sexton. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game. And the shot goes in. 16 points for Love.
Boy, he has been special to start this game, shooting 8 of 9, just making it look easy.
Here's T, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nets lead by 1. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Love kicks to Dead. Knocked loose. Love the pass to Sexton. Deadman dishes to Evans. Sinica. Deadman defending. Here's T, and the layup good off the glass. And now a 3-point Nets lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out bar defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Sexton kicks to Love. Trains it in beyond the arc. Love's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
He is in his zone 9 of 10 here in the first. He is red hot.
Brooklyn with the ball. Dinwiddie passes to T. And Sexton over to Hill. Al Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. To the middle. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now Sexton. And the Walla has it in the corner. To the middle. And that made case to Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. High post. And again, it's Cleveland.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
Dinwiddie passes to T. Durant plays the big jam. And here are the Cavaliers getting their first look at the season at the Nets in this one.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
And let's hope for a heated matchup in this first game between them, because a close one tonight ensures we'll have 3 more good games down the road.
Chance there to take the lead, missing. And Brooklyn has possession. Sinica, covered by Evans. Bucket is good. 28 points for T.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
To the middle, here's Love, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Zizic comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Nance in for Tyreke Evans. And here are the Cavaliers now, trailing by 2. The shot's good from Zizic.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
And Sexton over to Hill. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
And let's review some numbers for Sexton. 16th in assists. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And how good is he at distributing the basketball? My goodness, pick and roll, drive and dish, in transition. He's been dominant all season. The shot's good from T.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
To the paint, Butler with the steal. Durant with a wide open look. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, the ball hitting his hands and then the ball hitting the back of the net as KD throws another one in.
Sexton kicks to Deadman. Got a piece of it. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's T, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Cleveland. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman.
And it's all about positioning for Butler. Once he's deep inside the paint, there's no question he's going to finish that one.
Now, here's Sexton. T right on him. Will it go? Here's Zizic. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Nets lead by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but
and that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on. You wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
We've got Zizic. Larry Nance out there with Sexton. And it's Nwaba in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Celtics looked like he was on a mission. Just an incredible number of points. And as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin, will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
And a look here at the shot chart for Love.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Let's talk about team defense, Brent. To develop trust, it seems like guys have got to communicate on the floor.
I talk to my friends often who ask me about playing an NBA game and playing defense. They first start with saying that I didn't play any, but the second thing we get to, Kevin, is talking about really how intricate good defenses can be. You talk about communication, that's one thing, but throughout the course of the season, you build so much sweat equity on defense and trust by knowing that somebody's going to be behind you, hearing that voice consistently, but positions on the floor where you almost develop play sets as a defensive team. Now, when you reach that level, that's the upper echelon, but that's when it really gets fun to be down on that end, to shut a team down, to keep a crowd quiet. Defense always begins with great communication.
So many things, rotations and playing angles. And having the guy in back, you know what you can do well, what you can't do well if you're ahead of him.
Well, that, Kevin, and also great teams who are adaptable to make changes on the fly. All of a sudden, a dead ball, coach calls out a different coverage. You want to mess up the team's rhythm on the other end, and 5 guys, they snap to it and can carry out that defensive assignment in one play call. That's great defense.
Irving passes to T. Got it. Good job in the low post. T's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Cleveland moving it around.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Sinica makes it off the glass. T's got 41.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Sexton kicks to Nance. Here's Zizic, defended by Butler. 5 on the clock. Here's Sexton. Good on the bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Boston Celtics.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Felt like the louder the crowd got and the more hostile they were, the more together this team played. So it worked out nicely.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the miss from T. Now, here's Sexton. He's got 11. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Nets, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Cleveland, they're 5 spots away.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, a lot to live up to this season, and really, they have come through. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high, trust me, but it has not bothered them one bit.
Well, as high as those expectations were, they've only gotten higher as the season has gone along. They look poised to make a serious run at the trophy come playoff time.
Good. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Now, here's Sexton. Offensive rebound. Butler against Thompson. And here's Sexton. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Outside Butler. Here's T. He gets it in there. T's got 43 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Sexton kicks to Nance. Passes it to Zizic. To the paint. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the score by Cleveland. Here's T. Bucket is good. T's got the lead back up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Sexton the pass to Nance. Kicks it to Sexton. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Cavaliers making a switch here. Evans is checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Russell's checked in. Here's Osman. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Sinica. He's covered by Thompson. And again it will go. Basket is good from T. T's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets. Here's Osman. He's guarded by Russell. Oh, Nance in position.
Oh, Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Nets leading by 7. Irving passes to T. And he uses the glass on the layup. T's got 49 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Man, that's exactly the kind of ball rotation you'll want to see from Evans. Throws it to the wide open shooter.
And there's the pass to T. Shoots. Another one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 9-point game. To the paint. Pass to Sexton. Over Irving. Nance finds Thompson. Here's Osman. Down low. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Jetty Osman. On defense, the Nets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Evans bounce pass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. The rebound by the Nets. T's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. T's got 53.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
And taking a look here at some numbers for T. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's averaging 46 points, 10 rebounds, and almost 3.5 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
Yeah, over this whole last stretch of games, he's been shutting down the lane with total authority. Impressive stuff.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple of years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
Here's Evans. He had 19 points in the win against Chicago. Tipped away and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Oh, the lob to Irving. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Durant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 5 points so far.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Nance with it. 8 points his last outing. The shot by Sexton, no good.
You just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
T, the pass to Durant. Sinica. Dedmon defending. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Sexton kicks to Evans. Pass to Thompson. Durant with the steal. Sinica covered by Nance. 1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Irving passes to T. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Nance. The Nets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. That's good from T. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Love's check in for Tristan Thompson. And David Nwaba is subbed in for Nance. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Sexton kicks to Nwaba. .136 left in the first half. Sexton's shot is good.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Russell passes to T. And another one. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Sexton kicks to Love. 1:04 left in the first half. Kicks it out to Evans. That's in there. Love with the assist. Evans has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's T. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to convert.
Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Clock at 6. Here's Evans. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Wow, great job of getting the and one from Evans. Goes right into the contact and gets it to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Sinica. Dedmon defending. Shoots it up. Again, the Nets for 2.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Love, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Brooklyn, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. There. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from T.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Irving. T is out there with Jimmy Butler. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Durant in at the 3. Here's Sexton. Drills the elbow jumper. Sexton's got 16 points.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Sinica. He's covered by Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one's on Evans. For Brooklyn, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And he's good on the second.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Osman kicks to Love. Now here's Sexton, covered by Irving. Baseline J on the way, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And when it comes to scoring, Sexton shows you a little bit of everything. Inside, outside, step backs, pull-ups, even the occasional mid-range fall away.
The shot's good from T.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Love. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested. They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Sexton with it. Defended by Butler. Kicks it out to Love. No good from outside. Brooklyn leading by 17. Well, Greg, we know that Kevin Love is a great passer, but just how much more does that open up for his team?
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. It's very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. And Love's passing alone is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Well, Evans reestablishing himself over the past couple of seasons, a skilled combo guard with great handle.
Sinica, he's covered by Thompson. Here's T. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And the Cavaliers call time here. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. The top assisting centers and power forwards this year. You look at T, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
I don't care what level you're at, high school, college, or pros. When you have the combination of size and passing skill that he does, it gives your team a huge advantage.
6 to shoot. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded close. And Love with the basket on the assist by Sexton. 22 points for Love.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Here's Sexton. 18 points for him. And Irving comes to help. Irving with the steal. Passes it to T. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Love right side. Goes up to the stripe. It's tipped. Durant kicks to Butler. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Evans against Durant. Evans inside. Rebound by Butler. Nets leading by 22. Here's T. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Evans against Durant. And that one's good. Love.
Appreciate the energy that Kevin Love is bringing to this contest. Active and engaged on the inside and looking for his shot.
Irving passes to T. Stolen. And T is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Ante Zizic is checked in for Cleveland. Nance comes in for Tyreek Evans. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
David Waba is checked in for the Cavaliers.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Jimmy Butler. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 4 points, just over 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. And to be honest, not quite the numbers you've come to expect from a player of his caliber.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster, an up and down stretch for him right now, but don't worry, team. He'll be back out there and feasting in no time.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
T, the pass to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul. Well, Brent, we're seeing the Hack-a-Shack targets improve their free throw shooting. Rules changes might curb the strategy, though, going forward.
Well, it's been nice to see that NBA players have worked on a weakness of theirs, free throw shooting in particular, to be better and be somebody who can stay on the floor to impact your team's winning. We saw that last year, Andre Drummond being a prime example. The other thing, Kevin, that we've seen too is coaches having to implement strategies, not just to do the hacking, but in terms of their substitutions and who's on the floor. So interesting thought processes from both ends, but mostly go shoot some free throws, guys.
Yeah, practice.
Practice.
Now, here's Sexton, defended by Butler. They get the rebound. Fires the 3, and there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Nance. And it's now 23 points for Colin Sexton. Brooklyn leading by 17. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Dedmon's checked in. Poked away. Here's Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up is on Colin Sexton.
Kyrie does a great job of using the shot fake, really sells it that time, and then goes straight at contact.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Waba kicks to Zizic. Inside, it's a hand on it.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Brooklyn has possession. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. The shot's good from T.
And how aggressive has he been on the offensive end? Over half the team's points have been his.
And the pass to Zizic. Now Dedmon still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
The Cavaliers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
No good from T.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Tipped away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. They get a hand on it. The Cavaliers trail by 19, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Brooklyn with the ball.
Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
lays it up off the glass.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Here's Nwaba. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Sexton kicks to Nwaba. Shot clock at 6. It's good. Nets leading by 19 points. Here's T, and got it! Another basket. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Nwaba passes to Dedmon. The dish to Sexton. Pass to Nwaba. Dedmon with it. In the corner, Nance with it. Back to Dedmon. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shot on the wing. Was shot by Sexton, no good.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
Here's T, and another one falls. Amazing.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring. Here's Zizic. It's deflected. There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter. And stolen by Sexton. Here's Nwaba. Now, here's Sexton. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Tyreke Evans is checked in for David Nwaba. Timeout called the Nets.
Tyreke Evans.
And here we can check out the story on Tyreke Evans. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. 13th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Zizic kicks to Sexton. And Durant comes to help. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Irving.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
Kicks it out to Evans. Here's Zizic. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. Again, what an avalanche!
And that puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see. Butler passes to T. Good, that's another bucket.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. And here's Sexton. Dedmon inside. Misses the shot.
Yeah, getting a little better on defense every day. Russell with the size and length to be more of a factor.
And so it's Brooklyn, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a
platoon swap here for Cleveland. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's T. The shot misses, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Then there's Tyreek Evans. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Osman in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour. Another bucket. Wow.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game. Here's Nance. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Evans dishes to Nance. He blocks it again.
What a defensive performance. 12 blocks.
Well, he's shutting them down right now. Sinica. He's covered by Thompson. And again, another basket good from T.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
To the paint. Fades away. Irving misses. Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Love kicks to Osman. Back to Love. One thing I like about Adam Silver, he is always looking to break new ground, push the envelopes, and develop new areas of innovation.
Well, always forward thinking, and of course this league has always done that. Adam has found a new position in the league, having a chief innovation officer in place, somebody that's always examining not only how things are going in the league and maybe being adaptable to change, but examining what's going on worldwide. And you always see the way the league tinkers with and toys with Summer League and the way the G League competition sets up in order to try to find more ways to make the game more enjoyable or more accessible to the fan base.
And that one, good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Here's T. Nance with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Love. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper. Love's got 26 points.
This guy is looking for some life preservers. He needs more help. He's playing well, but his teammates have to pick up the slack here.
Outside Butler. And there's a call on Jetty Osman. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
David Nwaba is checked in for Cleveland. Evans, right side. At the top of the key, Thompson. Nwaba kicks to Osman. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Sinica. He's covered by Thompson. Here's T, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, and recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there middle ground there?
Is there middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves into position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call that?
I don't have a term for it.
Okay.
I don't like the one that's used, so
Yeah.
I don't have a term for it. Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Yes, exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of the starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot. So you root for them.
Durant, the pass to T. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Cavaliers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Sexton kicks to Love. And stolen by Butler. Sinica. He's covered by Thompson. Sinica laid in with a nice touch off the glass. T's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
To the middle. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Sexton. Sexton's got 9 assists now tonight. Passes to T. Back to Irving. And stolen by Love. And T is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Zizic comes in for Tristan Thompson. And David Nwaba is subbed in for Tyreek Evans. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. Nets leading by 23. Butler on the wing. The 15-footer hits the front of the rim and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And that one, good.
Terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Sinica, he's guarded by Love. No good from T. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Sexton. They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, T.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. To the paint, here's Butler. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher, even when he gets hit.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Well, there's a lot of talk, too, Brent, about the age requirement for entering the draft, and Commissioner Silver has said it's a clear change that's probably on the way. What do you think the league should do?
Can you and I talk about a guy that you know quite well who in 1995 came out as the fifth pick
I know
in
it.
the NBA draft? Kevin Garnett came into the league and handled himself extremely well. Now, for every one of those stories, we know there were other ones where guys did not make much of their NBA careers.
But then here comes the G League.
The G League, to me, is the huge key.
That's the equalizer.
A lot
isn't
of
it?
these guys have a ripcord now for some of those things that transpired over the course of the last 30 years, where they can have a softer landing point to continue to develop, to continue to mature, and have an opportunity to make something of their NBA career.
Excellent explanation. Love outside. Over in the corner, Osman. Net ball, clean assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
And no question, it looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep.
And another one.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable. And it's Evans missing. Net shooting well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Sinica. He's covered by Thompson. He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for T.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Nice shot by Evans.
Well, this is the work in progress part of Tyreke Evans' game. Now he's hitting the shot on a consistent basis.
Sinica. He's covered by Thompson. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition.
And a moment here to catch his breath from this scoring rampage.
Yeah, giving his team life, and these fans enjoying the show despite themselves. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight.
Thank you.
Hey, Shaq here. First off, I got to say congratulations for putting up the career high in points.
Thank you.
What do you see that allowed you to take over the game on the offensive end?
Oh, man, I just try to stay in the flow. Be prepared to put up a shot when the chance allows. I'm not going to shoot like this every time, but when I can control, it's trying to open up opportunities and get good looks. And I was able to do that tonight. And hopefully the fans enjoyed the show.
Heck of a game, young fella.
Here you go.